Ooh, that looks tasty.
No, sorry, I just can't come out tonight. No, I have too much work to do. I have this huge project that's coming due, and I haven't even gotten the materials, so I'm gonna have to go all the way out to the graveyard and do my shopping, and who knows how many graves I'm gonna have to go through to find what it is I actually need. So, no, I have to stay in tonight.
Welcome, folks, to the Hungry Gamers back with another game review, and today we're talking about Studies in Sorcery, designed by Chris Glein and published by Weird Giraffe Games. And I do apologize if I mispronounced that name. Now, what Studies in Sorcery is it is a set collection, push your luck style game in which you are taking on the role of a student at a kind of dark arts university, and you're trying to finish up your year as the top student out there. And to do that, you're going to be completing these various projects. And to complete these projects, you have to get the ingredients, and you'll be digging in graves to do that, and then selling things that you find to buy other equipment and things that you need. And you're going to be doing that before you get through 4 months, or 4 times through the 4 different phases of the moon there. Now, if you are not interested in how this game is played, just want to jump into my final thoughts, then you would go to the timestamp on the screen right now. For those of us still here, let's quickly talk about how this game is played. So what's going to happen is at the very beginning of the game, each player is going to get one research grant, which basically means they have $5, and they will get a couple of these different thesis projects that they're working on here, which is in-game scoring. You'll see here by completing 2 100 level, 2 200 level, and 2 300 level projects, you'll get an additional 7 points, or completing 3 different alchemy projects will get you 4 points. And each player is going to pick one of those, and they'll be kept to themselves in secret. Now, in each turn, you're going to do one of 4 different things. You'll see each player will have 4 different turns throughout each month of the game, and again you'll go through 4 different months, so you will have 16 total turns. So it is a relatively quick game. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to complete these different projects here. And if we look closely at these projects, we'll see that they have their different types. We have sorcery here, we have reanimation here, and their levels. Now I have just set a couple of them out so we kind of have something to look at, but the different levels of projects that are out there will change each different month as you go through the game. But the main thing here is you see there is the price, that's how much it's going to cost you to get this project, and then the things that you're going to need to acquire to fulfill the project. And you'll also see that some of them have different powers that you're going to get if you complete the project. And this one here, you can replace your action with this action here, though some of them have actions that you're only able to take during certain phases of the moon. And when I zoom back out, you'll be able to see the round tracker, what the phases of the moon is talking about. And that is right here. You'll see you go through each different phase, and some projects have powers that activate only in certain phases. And so to get that, you can take the buy action. And so you'll be collecting cards as you go through the game, and I'll just grab some of them from right here. And you'll see down at the bottom, they have different values, and that's what they're worth. And you'll be able to turn in the things that you've gone digging for. You'll be able to turn those in for money and then be able to buy different things from the store, which are these projects, and also over here, these always available resources. And as I said, you're going to start the game with $5 with this research grant as well. Now, if you choose not to do a buy, then you can do a dig. What's going to happen is you'll take the first pile here, you'll flip it over and decide if you want the 2 cards that are there. And if you do, you take them and your turn is done, and then you refill by placing 1 card there. However, if you don't take the first one, you will then look at the second pile. And since you picked up the second pile, you'll stop and put 1 more card on the pile in front of it, and again decide if you want these. If you don't, put them back down, put a card there, and then go to the third pile and see if you want those. And if you decide that you don't want those, then you'll be able to draw a single card off the top of the deck and you get whatever you get, or take one of these 2 always available items. Next action that you can do is you can do a cram action. And that is when you already have one of these particular projects. And as I said, they have a cost. And by cramming, you're able to take 2 items and put it onto your project. So if I happen to have 2 candles here, I could put it on there and I would have completed that project. I would take it, I would flip it over, have access to this new ability, and I would have 2 points at the end of the game. Then once everyone's taken their turn, you then would get to do another, basically a cram action. Everyone can commit 2 of their different resources that they have to 1 or more of their projects. And that's it. You'll go through that 16 total times, At the end of the game, you will total up who has the most points. Whoever has the most points will be the winner. So, what do I like about this game? Number one, small box. Oh, so easy to carry this thing around. In fact, there is an expansion, which I don't have, but I could easily fit it in this one box. Fantastic. Always love that. But I'd say the first thing that I enjoy about the game is I don't have anything like it. Like, I don't. It's got resource management, it's got tableau building, it's got push your luck, and that's just a combination that I do not have. And along with that, it's a game that does not overstay its welcome, ever. Every game that I have played, the game has ended, and I have gone, oh, if only I had one more turn. And to me, that is great for a game that is very simple to play and very simple to learn. But along with that, because of the different projects that come out and the different thesis goals that you can have, suddenly there's a lot of different ways that you can go. You can build your tableau in so many different ways as you're playing, and I think that is just wonderful for a game that is as simple as it is. I particularly like, as some of the projects are completed, they give you bonuses on the different phases of the moon, which suddenly makes a tight action space, because you are doing 4 actions each round, so 16 actions total, even tighter, because suddenly you might be able to say, I could do this action instead. But if you do that action, you're not going to do one of those other actions, which could be vital. And to me, that is really, really fun. But I think the most clever part of the game is, with the push your luck, not only might you pass something up that you want, but every time you pass something up, you're adding more cards, which is making it better for everyone else around the table. And it's just a really tight, really clever, fun little game. So what are my quibbles with the game? Well, the first one is, there's not a lot of depth to it. I think for the size of the game and what it is, it's got a lot of depth, but we're not talking deep. We're not talking heavy strategy. We are talking something that you're gonna play easily in under an hour. Last few times my wife played, we finished it in half an hour. And I bet if we played a few more times, we could get that down to maybe 25, 20 minutes. Because once you get going, it does cook along. So it's not something that is incredibly deep, but it is satisfying. But if you're looking for something that is kind of taking those different elements of tableau building, push your luck, and resource management, and all of that, and you're looking for something that's going to be crunchy, this is not it. But honestly, that's it. That's my only quibble. Because truth be told, it's a very tight little game. And I don't say little in a pejorative sense. It's literally little. And this is definitely one that if I'm looking for something light that I can introduce almost anybody to, this is going into my bag. This is going into my stable of games that I could teach almost anyone in 10 minutes, and we can jump in and play a game. And I think that is a wonderful, wonderful place for a game to be. So there you have it, folks. That is Studies in Sorcery. If I made any mistakes in the rules overview, please let me know in the comments with a timestamp, and I'll get that into the Klingon subtitles. As always, if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.